In this video, we'll discuss the difference between branding and sales and why both are critical when it comes to your sales process. Hey, it's Spencer X. Smith. Going back to 2008, I was a new person working at The Hartford, the big insurance company. I was tasked with raising a bunch of new business in an area I had never been before and knew no one. Now, what got me in the door when I was initially asking people for appointments is the fact that I work for The Hartford. They say, oh, The Hartford, the big insurance company that's been around since 1810. Yes, of course, I will take a meeting with you. Then we would go through the sales process, and I would find out what their issues are, how that might impact them, and the importance of those issues. And eventually we get to the point at which that client would decide to pick up and move where they were doing business before to The Hartford. Now, as of that point, that decision maker, or those that made that decision, had to sell that decision to their people to whom they were reporting. So we went from branding getting me in the door to the sales process, and then eventually when the people who would ask, who made the decision, now where are we going to move our business? It would be The Hartford, and they'd say, oh, The Hartford, I've heard of them. So walking back through, it went branding, sales, branding. Now the reason this is really important and much easier than what it used to be is we can now do micro-targeting on social media platforms. The best example I can think of right now as we move into 2019 is to have you and your company go on LinkedIn and tell LinkedIn, I'd like to show only people working at this company who have this job title or this job seniority. I want them and only them to see this piece of sponsored content from us. Have them see that, and you're going to go from unknown to known. They're going to say, oh yeah, I've heard of your company. I see you on LinkedIn all the time. That's going to get you the initial meeting. You go through your sales process, and then eventually when they decide to go business with you and they have to report to other people, they're going to say, oh yeah, I've seen that company on LinkedIn. So concentrate on doing both your company branding as well as the sales process, and I know that you'll have a successful 2019. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.